Welcome to Hard Time Sports. I'm Matthew. Today's topic, NFL 2020, week number 5. Week number 5. Let's start off with today's game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Chicago Bears. Tampa Bay got a big victory last week against the Chargers, and the Bears lost their first game against the Colts. Bears are on a 1-game losing streak. Tampa Bay's on a 3-game winning streak. I'm going to take Tampa Bay here just because the Chicago Bears offense is still bad with Nick Foles. Nick Foles is not a starting quarterback in the NFL. He may be playing the starter, but he's a better backup than he is a starter. When he's a starter, he's horrible. When he's a backup, he plays better. But at the end of the day, I just don't think the Bears have enough offense to win this game against Tampa Bay. So I'm going to take Tampa Bay on the road to beat the Bears today. Now, off to Sunday's games. Carolina and Atlanta. I believe Carolina is 2-2. They've won 2 games in a row. Atlanta's 0-4. I'm going to take the Falcons to get their first win. I don't think Carolina's that good. They've gotten lucky the last couple weeks. I think the Falcons, even though they're 0-4, they could easily be 2-2. So at the end of the day, I think Atlanta, record-wise, they're not as good as Carolina, but talent-wise, I think they're better than Carolina. So I'm going to take the Falcons to win this one on Sunday to get their first win of the year. Now, let's go to the next game on Sunday, Cincinnati Bengals and Baltimore Ravens. I'm not going to take Joe Burrow to win in Baltimore. Not this year, especially as a rookie. So at the end of the day, I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens to win this game. I think it's going to be closer than people think. As long as Joe Mixon for Cincinnati can have a good running game, that'll help Joe Burrow with the play action. But at the end of the day, I just think Baltimore is going to have too much firepower at home. I'm going to take the Ravens on Sunday. Let's go to the next game on Sunday. Jacksonville Jaguars and Houston Texans. I'm going to take the Jacksonville Jaguars to beat the Houston Texans just because I think the Houston Texans are in a mess. Defense is playing garbage. Deshaun Watson has nobody really throw to besides Will Fuller. Will Fuller is not a number 1 receiver. He's a number 2 receiver. He's playing the number 1 because they don't have a 1. When they have a 1, he's better when he's not the main guy. As the main guy, he's really not that good. Plus, they fired their coach and GM, Bill O'Brien. I think Houston is going to tank. They're going to end up losing this game. So I'm going to take Jacksonville to go in Houston and get the win on Sunday. Now let's go to the next game on Sunday. Kansas City Chiefs and Las Vegas Raiders. The first week, Kansas City played great. The third week, Kansas City played great. Weeks 2 and 4, Kansas City got lucky to win those 2 games. I think they bounce back and they get a decisive win against the Raiders. Derek Carr does not play good against good teams. He really doesn't play good against the Chiefs in his career. I'm going to take the Chiefs to win this one at home to beat the Raiders on Sunday. Let's go to the next game on Sunday. Denver Broncos and New England Patriots. I don't even know if this game's even going to be played because New England's getting guys tested with COVID-19 positive results. But if they do play it, I'm still going to take the New England Patriots to beat the Denver Broncos. My friend Tom took the Denver Broncos to beat the Patriots. I think it's at New England. That's why I think New England beats Denver on Sunday. Let's go to the next game on Sunday. Arizona Cardinals and New York Jets. I believe the Arizona Cardinals have lost 2 games in a row. They need to get a win. Jets are going to tank. They're probably going to get the first pick in the draft. I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals to go into New York and beat the Jets. And also, the Arizona Cardinals need to be careful because that stadium turf in New York has caused a lot of injuries in the first 4 weeks. But I think Arizona is going to win this game against the Jets on Sunday. Let's go to the next game on Sunday. Philadelphia Eagles and Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh didn't play last week because of COVID. They were supposed to because players from Tennessee had the coronavirus and they had to postpone the game till week 7. But I think Pittsburgh is the better team. I think they're going to win this game. I think Philadelphia got lucky to beat San Francisco. I think Pittsburgh beats Philly handily. Let's go to the next game on Sunday. Buffalo Bills at Tennessee Titans. I think the Buffalo Bills are going to win this game. They're playing much better football than Tennessee, even though Tennessee's 3-0 and didn't play this past week, which they were supposed to play Pittsburgh. I think Buffalo's the better team, and I think Buffalo's going to beat Tennessee on Sunday. Let's go to the next game on Sunday. The LA Rams at the Washington football team. The Washington football team already benched Dwayne Haskins for another quarterback. I think at the end of the day, that's going to hurt Washington. They've already given up on Dwayne Haskins too quick. And I think the Rams had too much offense. Rams didn't play last week very good against the Giants. Only won 17-9. It's not very good. They should have blew the Giants out. I think they come back and they destroy Washington on Sunday. Let's go to the next game on Sunday. Miami Dolphins and San Francisco 49ers. I'm going to take the 49ers to bounce back and beat the Dolphins. I think the 49ers are going to get healthier on offense, but the problem is their defensive line is still going to suffer without Nick Bosa and without Solomon Thomas, or whatever you say his last name. That's why I think the 49ers are still going to win, run the ball. I don't know if Jimmy Garoppolo's coming back, but I still think it's going to be enough to beat the Dolphins on Sunday, so I'm taking the 49ers. Now let's go to the next game on Sunday. The Colts and the Browns. I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns to beat the Colts because it's in Cleveland, and the Colts they did just enough to beat the Bears last week. Cleveland ran for 307 yards against the Cowboys. I think at the end of the day, I think Cleveland is going to get the win over the Colts. If they could just run the ball, Cleveland's going to win this game. Let's go to the next game on Sunday. The New York Giants at the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys need to get this win or they're in trouble for this season. They could drop to 1-4. I think the Cowboys beat the Giants. I think the Giants aren't going to win many games this year. I think Dak Prescott is playing out of his mind to get that contract. At the end of the day, I'm going to take Dallas because they're the better team. Even record-wise doesn't show it. I think the Cowboys beat the Giants on Sunday. Let's go to the next game, the Sunday night football game. Minnesota Vikings at Seattle Seahawks. Yes, the Vikings got a win last week, but I'm going to take the Seahawks at home to win this game by MVP candidate Russell Wilson, who has 16 touchdowns in the first 4 weeks. I think he'll throw 3 or 4 more. I think Seattle wins this game handily, and they beat the Vikings on Sunday. Now let's go to the next game, Monday Night Football. The LA Chargers at New Orleans Saints. I don't know when Michael Thomas is going to come back for the Saints. They looked okay against the Lions after being down 14-0. They come back and score 35 straight points and then hold on to beat the Lions. I'm going to take the Saints at home to beat the Chargers, even though the Chargers' young quarterback, Justin Herbert, is playing pretty good football. I don't think they're going to beat the Saints in New Orleans. And by the way, the Chargers have already named Justin Herbert their starter for the remainder of the year. Even if Tyrod Taylor comes back, Justin Herbert is their guy. So those are my picks for the week. But let's do a quick recap. Tonight, Tampa Bay over Chicago. On Sunday, Atlanta over Carolina, Baltimore over Cincinnati, Jacksonville over Houston, Kansas City over the Raiders, the Patriots over the Broncos, Cardinals over Jets, Steelers over Eagles, Buffalo Bills over Tennessee Titans, Los Angeles Rams over the Washington football team, San Francisco 49ers over Miami Dolphins, Cleveland Browns over Indianapolis Colts, Dallas Cowboys over New York Giants, Seattle Seahawks over Minnesota Vikings, and on Monday night, Seattle Seahawks over, on a Monday night, New Orleans Saints over the LA Chargers, and also the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers are on a 5-week bye. Those are my picks for the week. I'm Matthew. Enjoy my blog!